From recalled baby products linked to infant deaths to children's chairs with illegal lead paint, TJ Maxx has been caught selling items that cross the line from questionable to straight up illegal. You'd think a company worth billions would have rock-solid systems to prevent banned products from reaching consumers, but the documented evidence tells a different story. Let's look at the facts. Back in 1976, TJ Maxx opened its doors in Framingham, Massachusetts with a simple but brilliant business model. Bernard Camerata, the founder, didn't want to compete with department stores directly. Instead, he'd buy excess inventory, canceled orders, and manufacturer overruns, then sell them to customers at massive discounts. The formula worked. Today, TJ Maxx operates over 1,200 stores across the US. According to their 2023 annual report, TJX Companies, the parent company of TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods, reported $49.9 billion in revenue. But here's the concerning part. When you're moving thousands of products from hundreds of vendors through your supply chain at lightning speed, quality control becomes incredibly challenging. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC, TJ Maxx has a documented history of selling products after they've been recalled for safety reasons. Since 2009, the company has paid multiple civil penalties for these violations. Here are 7 illegal items that TJ Maxx has sold over the years. Counterfeit designer bags. Ever thought you scored a luxury handbag for a crazy low price at TJ Maxx? Well, turns out some shoppers walked out with knockoffs instead of the real thing, without even knowing. Multiple reports have surfaced about TJ Maxx selling counterfeit designer goods from Gucci to Prada at prices that seem too good to be true, because they were. Some customers later had their items authenticated, only to find out they had been scammed. Now, whether TJ Maxx was fully aware or just ended up with a bad batch of stock remains unclear. But selling counterfeit goods is a big deal. It's illegal under US federal law. So how did fake luxury bags end up in a major retail chain? Did someone in their supply chain turn a blind eye, or was it just a massive mistake? Lead-tainted children's jewelry. In January 2010, the Consumer Product Safety Commission announced that TJ Maxx recalled children's metal necklaces due to high levels of lead. This wasn't just concerning, it was illegal. The Consumer Product Safety Improvement Act of 2008 had explicitly banned lead in children's products because of the serious health risks it poses. Lead poisoning can cause irreversible brain damage in children, learning disabilities, behavioral problems, and developmental delays. This recall marked one of the earliest documented safety violations by TJ Maxx, but as we'll see, it was far from the last. Expired and recalled food products. Buying discounted snacks sounds like a win, right? But what if I told you some of them should have never been on shelves in the first place? Reports have emerged that TJ Maxx and its sister store Marshalls had been selling food products that were expired or even recalled due to health risks. Some of these items included contaminated baby formula, tainted peanut butter, and even products that were part of major nationwide recalls. The scariest part? Customers had no idea they were purchasing potentially dangerous food items. You'd assume a company would be extra careful when it comes to food safety, but somehow questionable products kept slipping through the cracks at TJ Maxx. Counterfeit makeup products. Some makeup lovers head to TJ Maxx for discounted beauty steals. But what if those deals come with a hidden cost? Shoppers have reported finding fake, expired, and even tampered makeup products on TJ Maxx shelves. One customer discovered a counterfeit Urban Decay brush set, only to realize the brand doesn't even make that product. It turned out the fake set had a genuine TJ Maxx price tag, probably the result of a fraudulent return slipping through the cracks. It raises the question, how does counterfeit makeup end up on the shelves of a major retailer? Are quality checks falling short? And with some customers spotting drugstore lashes marked up nearly 8 times their usual price, is the discount beauty section really the deal it seems to be? Fake Apple chargers that could catch fire. Ever grabbed a cheap Apple charger at TJ Maxx? Well, you might want to check if it's legit. Counterfeit Apple chargers have been a problem worldwide, and TJ Maxx has been caught selling fake ones. Chargers that were so poorly made they could literally catch fire. These knockoff chargers don't meet safety standards, and some of them have even exploded when plugged in. The risk of electrocution, overheating, and house fires was dangerously high, yet they still made their way onto TJ Maxx shelves. And here's the kicker, counterfeit electronic accessories are illegal to sell, so how did TJ Maxx end up with a stockpile of them? Illegal switchblade knives. At one point, TJ Maxx was found selling switchblade knives, which are banned in several US states. These aren't your average pocket knives. Switchblades are automatic knives that open with the push of a button, making them illegal in many areas due to safety concerns. So how did they end up at TJ Maxx? Some reports suggest that the store's buyers may not have realized what they were stocking, while others believe it was a classic case of, oops, we didn't check the inventory properly. Regardless, selling prohibited weapons, even by accident, is a serious offense. Banned baby products. In August 2022, TJ Maxx agreed to pay a $13 million civil penalty for continuing to sell recalled products, including deadly infant sleepers that had been linked to more than 30 baby deaths. The products included Fisher-Price Rock and Play sleepers and Kids 2 rocking sleepers, both recalled in April 2019 after being connected to infant suffocation deaths. Yet TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeGoods continued selling these deadly items for months after the recalls were announced. The CPSC identified approximately 1,200 units of recalled products sold through TJ Maxx stores during this period, which is a clear violation of the Consumer Product Safety Act. CPSC Chair Alexander Hohen-Sarich didn't mince words about the severity of these violations. Consumers trust that stores will not sell recalled products. When a company like TJX sells a recalled product, the company puts the public at risk of injury or death. Looking at these 7 examples, a troubling pattern emerges. TJ Maxx isn't just making occasional mistakes, they're repeatedly failing to protect consumers from dangerous and illegal products. Since 2009, the company has paid a $315,000 civil penalty in 2009 for failing to report safety defects with recliner chairs, paid a $2.5 million civil penalty in 2014 for selling previously recalled children's products, paid a $13 million civil penalty in 2022 for continuing to sell recalled products. This is a pattern of repeated violations spanning over a decade, but to their credit, TJ Maxx has promised reforms. After the 2022 settlement, the company announced a new compliance program to prevent the sale of recalled products. Their statement read, "We take product safety very seriously. The settlement agreement includes enhanced compliance measures that are consistent with our ongoing efforts to strengthen our programs." So what can you do to protect yourself when shopping at TJ Maxx or similar discount retailers? Here are 3 key strategies. Know the red flags of counterfeit items, inconsistent stitching on designer goods, misspelled brand names, missing hologram stickers or authentication cards, prices that seem a little too good to be true. Check for recalls before buying. Download the CPSC's recall app for instant alerts. Visit the CPSC website, cpsc.gov, recalls before purchasing certain items. Be especially cautious with baby products, electronics, and jewelry. Inspect merchandise thoroughly. Check expiration dates on all food items. Test electronics in-store when possible. Examine seals on beauty products to ensure they haven't been opened. TJ Maxx's issues aren't happening in just 1 or 2 stores. The entire off-price retail sector operates on similar principles: rapid inventory turnover, minimal quality control, and a treasure hunt shopping experience that encourages impulse purchases. What's particularly concerning is how the problems have persisted across decades. From lead-contaminated jewelry in 2010 to recalled baby products in 2022, the company seems unable or unwilling to solve its fundamental safety issues. So next time you spot that seemingly incredible deal at TJ Maxx, take a second to ask yourself a few questions. Why is this item so cheap? Has it been properly vetted for safety? And most importantly, is the bargain worth the potential risk? Have you ever found questionable items at TJ Maxx or similar stores? Share your experiences in the comments below, and if you want to learn more about protecting yourself from dangerous consumer products, check out our next video.